morning. Today is Wednesday, June 17th. We're going to read from the Transparent Tarot. This has taken me a little doing to find the right background. So this is a transparent deck. It's by Emily Carding. It is a deck that you can't see very well, and we do it the way we do it, although you can if I put it on a white background. That's kind of cool. However, I will angle the camera down so that way you can see it on this little yellow mat that I found in my kitchen. So creativity, right? Creativity. How are you? I hope you are well. Like, share, subscribe. This will be up on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It is a message for the collective. If you have a desire for a reading of your own, you may email me, not email me, you may direct message me, hello little bird, on any of those platforms, and we can talk about what might work for everybody. Sorry. Anyhow, so there's that. Oh. All right, so here we go. I'm just trying to make sure. These are a deck that it's a little, they're plastic, as you can see. And I see some things have gotten upside down, but I guess things will come out the way they're going to come out. So what are the messages here for us? Here's one. Oh, two already coming. So the way this deck works is you actually layer the cards. So, it tells the story that we do kind of anyway. I do that anyway. Oh, actually, yeah, we got three. Okay. So we got the star card. I'm going to try to put that in a white. Oh, let me move my head out. Oh my God. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. And there's that star card. Okay, so we got that. And then we have the 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 of cups. 2, 4, 6, 8 of cups. Yep, 8 of cups. Not very easy to see, but we're going to angle it down. Star card, 8 of cups, and hey, emotional fulfillment. And then, 12. Oh, this is the hangman again. Okay, so we're going to angle this down so everybody can see. So again, we have the star card, we have the 8 of cups, and we have the hangman. So we have two major arcana here. The star card is in this deck the 17th card, and the 8 of cups here is came out in the middle, and then we have the 12. So when we layer these, how did they come out? They came out this way. When we layer them, we have such an interesting little artwork here, right? We have a star out of an idea, out of a going for the stars, out of a, yesterday actually was a day of allowing things to kind of come toward us and to see that wisdom that was coming in through the window, the wisdom of the owl, knowing that, what vibes with us is going to come toward us in that 9 of swords that was the central card of yesterday's reading, right? So we had the 9 of swords, and then the emperor, right? So then there's this actionable, kind of taking control of the situation. So out of that kind of star moment that, this is my dream, this is what I want to go for, this feels good and right to me, we have the 8 of cups. And so the 8 of cups is all about moving on to higher ground for emotional fulfillment and to moving towards emotional, something that is emotionally deep. And I heard a speaker talk about something about how our relationships are are very important, and the suit of cups is all about our relationships, right? It's all about our the way we relate to things, how we respond emotionally and intuitively to things, those vibes, which is the star card as well, because the star card is the card of Aquarius, and that's all about the vibes, right? The sound, those two in the glyph, it's got like two wavy lines, which are not actually water; they're actually like sound waves, and so what's coming, what we're hearing, what we're feeling, what we're sensing is are things that we're drawn to. We're going to go towards things that are more emotionally fulfilling, that we don't necessarily need to dive headlong into them in this kind of immature, shallow fashion. That's not what the Eight of Cups is about. It's going towards things that are emotionally enriching, spiritually enriching. And so something shallow isn't going to be spiritually enriching, right? It's not going to elevate your soul to the level that you want. I love the depiction in this card where this individual, and I'm going to separate this card out from the other ones, this person is reaching toward, and oftentimes, sometimes it'll be stuff that's cast away, but they're going towards one cup that is actually keeping them focused. This is where my emotional and spiritual growth lies. I never get that right. So, the star card is there, and so the hangman, but we have to wait for it. Something does still need to come to maturation, right? We've got in the midst of that. So I like how that, out of this goal, out of what we're going for, out of these things that actually make us feel like a star, again, continually, this theme keeps coming up for me, like doing the actions, going towards the things, move and in ways that we going towards the things, and in an actionable way that makes us feel good about our actions. Like, we're not deriving this, it's not coming from some external source. It's the way we're approaching situations. We're showing up as the star. We're taking our time to come to maturation and to be, and to take the time that it needs to take. We're developing the patience and the stamina to allow things to come to maturation on their own. And that was like, to kind of like decide, like, okay, in these two choices that I have, what's actually going to be, the most fulfilling move that I can make? What actually feels good? So small moves. It might be a small move, that moves you towards your goal, but knowing that even that small move is something that you continually capitalize on. So I love that for us. So I brought another deck out to read, which we read from last week, the Cat Gurus. Ask the Cat, 50 advice cards, wisdom from the world's most celebrated feline. Oh yeah, Dusty, the klepto kitty. That was the one that said, like balance in relationships. And, yeah, like anything that's going to have balance in relationship, requires that give and take. And, appreciation. So written by Liz Faber and Carolyn Roberts, illustrated by Mr. Peebles. So we'll pull one from this deck. I'm so glad I got to read from this deck. I'm going to have to tag my friend who gave this deck to me in the... Ooh. Okay, those are too many. That's a lot of kitties. Okay. 1. Hamish McHamish. Oh, isn't he dapper? Know where you're going, but don't get lost in the rough. Being a big fish in a small pond can make it hard to change direction. In life, as in golf, you have to keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. Don't let distractions take you away. You know your value. Right? You know your value. Hamish McHamish. Let's read about him a little bit so we know a little bit more about this fabulous kitty that was famous enough to make it into this deck. He's quite dapper, isn't he? Yeah, keep your eye on the ball. Stay focused. This handsome and very hairy Ginger Tom could usually be found sauntering around town as if he owned the place. In fact, he might as well have, as wee Hamish was so popular with the town's residents that they paid for a statue to commemorate him while he was happily prowling the streets of St. Andrews. So, yeah, keep your eye on the ball. Keep focusing and keep doing what you're doing. Keep refining your game. Keep refining your game. And knowing that, the small strokes as in a golf game, is what's going to get you. It's going to keep you in the game. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. Like I said, share this to somebody who you feel might need it. Any kind of commentary that you make or any interaction with the video just helps it, get in front of more people. And so that's a great way that we can, just support one another. All right, I love you. Have a great day.